This segment of the news is brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.
5 alleged murderers had their day in court today. Our Leah Cooper was at the courts this afternoon and files this report.
5 men stood before Chief Magistrate Joanne Ferguson Pratt. That's 24-year-old Rashad Stubbs, 25-year-old Delonzo Cartwright, 23-year-old Dondre Williams, 22-year-old Marquin Williams, all of Pinewood Gardens, and 21-year-old Patrico Ramsey of Linden Pindling Estates. Rashad Stubbs was charged for the April 24th murder of Dwayne Cargill. He wasn't required to enter a plea. Stubbs was denied bail and was remanded to the Bahamas Department of Corrections. He returns to court on December 2nd for service of a voluntary bill of indictment. Dondre Williams was charged with the December 3rd, 2020 murder of Alfred Bastian. The particulars are that he, while in New Providence concerned with others, unlawfully caused Bastian's death. He's also charged with 1 count of conspiracy to commit murder. He, too, was not required to enter a plea. Williams returns to court on November 29th for service of a voluntary bill of indictment. Delonzo Cartwright, taking a hefty amount of charges, was charged with the December 3rd, 2018 murder of George DeVoe and Ashley Hilton and the June 29th murder of Ian Porter and Raymond Adderley, along with 2 counts of conspiracy to commit both murders. He, along with Dondre Williams, Marquin Williams, and Patrico Ramsey, was also charged with the October 20th, 2019 murder of Aniko Strawn. They were all not required to enter a plea and was remanded to the Bahamas Department of Corrections. They returned to court in connection with all charges for service of a voluntary bill of indictment. Reporting for Jcn News, I'm Leah Cooper.
The Delta variant of the COVID-19 virus is difficult to predict, particularly how it will impact Latin America and the Caribbean. Pan American Health Organization's Director Dr. Carissa Etienne addressing concerns about the Delta variant recently during PAHO's weekly press briefing.
Although the Delta variant has already been detected in 15 countries or territories in the PAHO region, so far it has been mainly associated with cases in travelers. Community transmission of the Delta variant continues to be very limited, while other variants continue to predominate. It is difficult at this time to predict what the impact of the Delta variant will be in our region. Other variants, such as the Alpha, for example, which also has a high transmission capacity, were only temporarily predominant in few countries.
Dr. Etienne insists that the United States situation cannot predict how a variant is going to affect other countries. She also notes while the Delta variant has been increasing in the United States, the distribution of previous variants has always been different between countries in the region. PAHO continues to encourage countries to use all tools available to reduce transmission, which includes social distancing, mask wearing, and vaccinations. So far, the Bahamas has not recorded any variants of the coronavirus in country. Police on the island of Grand Bahama are currently investigating a traffic fatality that leaves 1 male dead. On Sunday, July 11th, shortly after 10 p.m., the police control room received a report of a traffic accident in the area of Pinedale, 8 Mile Rock. Officers responded and upon their arrival met an adult male lying on the street who appeared to be unresponsive. Initial inquiries revealed that the victim was walking on the side of the street when he was struck by a light-colored vehicle headed in the western direction. The vehicle failed to remain on the scene of the accident. Emergency medical services personnel attended the scene and transported the victim to the Rand Memorial Hospital, where he was examined by a doctor and pronounced dead. Investigations are being continued by the police traffic department. You're watching Jcn News. Stay with us.
This segment of the news has been brought to you by Sun Oil Limited.